Purchasing a home is a fun, exciting, momentous time, but it's also one of the biggest legal transactions that many make in their lives. So, what if you're going through the process, you found what you thought was the right home, and you want to back out? Can you do that? Well, this video is going to talk about a brief overview of some clauses that you should be aware of in your purchase agreement, as well as other factors to consider when making that decision. But it's important that you understand that you can't rely on a YouTube video for this type of decision because each purchase agreement is different. And so you'll need a real estate attorney to assess and evaluate your options going forward. I'm attorney Alexis Johnson of AFJ Law Group, a business litigation firm specializing in all things business and real estate transactions. And as I said, this video will be a brief overview, but if you have any questions, please reach out to my team, afjlawgroup.com, or you can call or text us at 248-266-2135. And if you haven't yet, be sure to like and subscribe to our YouTube channel so that you can continue to receive informative legal videos like this one. Now let's get started. The right lawyer makes the difference. AFJ Law Group. First things first. Backing out of a signed contract is always tougher than not entering into it in the first place. It sounds very simple to say that you shouldn't sign something that you don't understand, but in reality, this happens more often than we realize. The real estate market is at an all-time high, which means if you don't act fast, you may lose your chance at what you perceive as your dream home. If you do not understand something in the real estate contract, do not sign it. Contracts are legally binding documents that create rights and obligations in the people signing it. It's very difficult to back out of a contract you signed by later claiming you didn't understand it, so speak up and ask questions. But also understand that your realtor is not a lawyer and is obligated to direct you to seek legal counsel for legal questions. You may feel frustrated by this, but there is a reason a law school exists, and it's for lawyers to become specialized in matters such as these. Taking the time for due diligence prior to signing anything can save you a lot down the line. Once you've signed the agreement, contingency clauses are your best friend. You may be able to walk away from a contract without any negative consequences based on the contingencies in it. Contingency clauses mean that if the provisions aren't met, you can back out of the agreement for minimal or no cost. For example, most Michigan real estate contracts for residential real estate provide that a home inspection will be performed. If the results of the inspection are not satisfactory, you should be able to back out of the agreement. This is also typically true with appraisals, although in this market, many have waived those in order to effectuate a faster closing. There also may be financing or mortgage contingencies, which give the buyer ample time to apply and obtain financing for the purchase. This provides an important legal protection for the buyer who is able to back out of the agreement if they are unable to secure financing from a bank, mortgage, or other type of lender. Any sort of title issue or dispute may give grounds to back out of the agreement. A title is the legal right to ownership of a property, which also includes the right to sell. But sometimes there's what's called a cloud on title, which means that there's some sort of doubt as to the ownership of the title or property, or the legal right to convey it. If a seller can't provide clear title to the property, you should be able to back out of the real estate purchase agreement. Under the Michigan Seller Disclosure Act, sellers are obligated to provide information about the condition of the property in what's called a seller disclosure statement. Certain omissions or misrepresentations that are deemed material give grounds for buyers to back out of the agreement and also seek legal recourse by filing a lawsuit in court. Our channel has a video discussing all of the rights and obligations under the Seller Disclosure Act that I'll link to in the comments, and I'd recommend you check out after watching this video.